Okay, in topic 10-4, we are going to find the volumes of different prisms and combine them for a total of 1. So, what I need for you to do right now is to push pause and to try and draw these shapes as best as possible and label their sides as they have done. So go ahead and do that. Okay. Now, to give you a little hint, you can combine them however you want. You can either divide it here to get two separate, this prism and this prism, or you can cut it this way and find this prism and then the bottom prism, or vice versa. So I want you to go ahead and push pause and see what kind of volume you get. Okay, now personally I'm going to go this way, and I am going to find the volume of this rectangular prism. So I'm going to start with the universal formula, base area times height. Obviously my base, no matter which one I use, it's going to be a rectangle, so I'm going to put in the formula for the base area and then bring down the height. All right, now several things I can do. I can use this as my base, but I need to label it. See, this is technically 7 centimeters. I want to use it. This is the same as this. So this is 2 centimeters, this is 2 centimeters, this is 2 centimeters. Or I can use this side right here, 4 by 7, and make my height 2 centimeters. So it doesn't matter which one I use. I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to plug in for my length 4 centimeters. And then I'm going to make this my width, 7 centimeters. And plug in the height, which is 2 centimeters. Okay, so now I can chug. 4 times 7 is 28. A centimeter times a centimeter is a centimeter squared. And then bring down the height, which is 2 centimeters. And 28 times 2 is 56. And a centimeter squared times a centimeter is a centimeter cubed. So right now, I'm going to box it because I just found the area of just this rectangular prism. Now I've got to find the volume for this rectangular prism. So I'm going to put in, let me make it go over wider. Volume equals base area times the height. Obviously, it doesn't matter what I use. My shape of my base is going to be a rectangle. So I'm going to put in the formula for the area of a rectangle for the base area and multiply it by the height. Now I'm going to plug. I'm going to use this. Now, I'm going to use the top part because I have this 6 by 4 and use 10 centimeters as the height. But if I wanted to use this, it's not 8 centimeters. This is 6 centimeters. This is going to be 6 centimeters. This has to be 6 centimeters. 6 plus 2 right here is a combination of 8. This whole length is 8. This part's 2. This part would be 6. So I'm going to plug in this part. So I'm going to go the length as 6 centimeters. I'm going to multiply it by the width of 4 centimeters. And I'm going to multiply it by the height, which is 10 centimeters. All right, now I'm going to chug. 6 times 4 is 24. Centimeter times a centimeter is centimeters squared. And bring down the height, which is 10 centimeters. And now 24 times 10 is 240. Centimeter squared times a centimeter is centimeter cubed. So now I've found the area of the second one. Now I have to take both of these. I don't have a lot of room, so I'm going to go up here. 240 centimeters cubed plus add it to the second rectangular prism of 56 centimeters cubed and add them. 0 plus 6 is 6, 5 plus 4 is 9, and 2 plus nothing is 2 centimeters cubed. So the volume of this total shape, might even want to star it, so you know that's your final answer. The volume of this rectangular weird shape is 296 centimeters cubed. If you got that, awesome.
Snake. Would you hit it? All right. All right. Why don't you try again? A little harder. How's that? Ooh.
Okay, so let's try this next one. Go ahead and push pause and see what kind of volume you get for this. Okay. Usually I like to go up and down, but I'm going to go sideways here. Okay. So I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to start with the bottom one. So write down the universal formula. Volume equals base area times height. And no matter what I do, this is not a square, even though it looks like it, but it's 6 by 5 feet. So it is a rectangle. So put in the formula for the base area of a rectangle and times it by the height. Sorry, very hard to write. Okay, I'm going to plug in 6 feet for the length. 6 feet by 5 feet. And multiply it by the height, which is the full length, which is 10 feet. All right, so now we chug. 6 times 5 is 30. Feet times a feet is feet squared. Times it by 10. Feet. 30 times 10 is 300. and a foot squared times a foot is a foot cubed. I'm going to box my answer. So now I found the area of this rectangular prism. Now I have to find the area or the volume of this rectangular prism. So once again, volume equals base area times height. No matter what I use, you have a 6, a 2, and a 4. So it's a rectangle for the area, for the base area, so that's length times width times height. Plug it in. I'm going to use the top part as my base, so I have 6 feet times 2 feet plug in the height, which is right here, 4 feet. And now I'm going to chug. 6 times 2 is 12. A foot times a foot is a foot squared. And we're going to multiply it by 4 feet. 12 times 4 is 48. A foot squared times a foot is feet cubed. I'm going to box that now. I'm going to come up here, over here. I'm going to add both rectangular prism volumes together. So we have 300 feet cubed. Add it to 48 feet cubed. Now we add 348 feet cubed. And I'm going to circle and star my answer. And so the total combined volume of this shape is 348 feet cubed. If you got that, awesome.
Snake. Would you hit it? All right. All right.
Why don't you try again? A little harder.
How's that? Ooh.
All right. Last one. Go ahead and push pause and see what you get. All right. Now this is a little different. We can either separate it here or separate it here. Okay? So, it doesn't matter. You should still come out with the same answer. I'm going to go and continue on with this. Okay? So, I'm going to find the left side first. So I put in the universal formula, base area times height. Please don't be this sloppy. It's just hard for me to write on the mouse. My base area formula is length times width, because it's a rectangle. Multiply it by the height. I'm going to use this as my base. So I have 12 meters. Multiply it by 4 meters for the width. And for the height, which is right here, is 11 meters. All right, now I can chug. 12 times 4 is 48. A meter times a meter is meter squared. And we're going to multiply it by 11 meters. All right, so this means I'm going to have to show a little bit of work over here. Times 11. I got 9, 4. multiplying by 10, but 8 times 1 is 8. 1 times 4 is 4. And I get 9, 12, 5. I get the answer for 529, and a meter squared times a meter is a meter cubed. So I'm going to square my answer for that one. So now I'm going to find the volume of the right side. So I'm going to put in volume equals base area times the height. I'm going to put in the base area. I'm going to use this side, since the measurements are there, as my base. So I have 5 meters. Oh, sorry. I got to put in the formula. Length times width times height. Now I can plug in. I'm going to plug in 5 meters for my length. I'm going to plug in 12 meters as my width. And multiply it by the height, which is right here, which is what? It's not 9 meters. What's my height? It's down here. 5 meters here. 5 meters would be here. 5 meters would be here. So I'll multiply it by 5 meters. All right, now we can chug. 12 times 5 is 60. A meter times a meter is a meter squared. And bring down 5 meters. Now I multiply that. 6 times 5 is 30. Add a 0. That's 300. A meter squared times a meter is a meter cubed. Box that. I'm going to come up here, add 529. Now on your paper, you could just add right in between meters cubed plus 300 meters cubed. And our answer is 829 meters cubed. And I'm going to circle it and star it so I know that's my final answer. If you got 829 meters cubed, awesome! Well, I hope you learned a little bit of how to combine volumes of prisms. It takes a little bit of organization, but again, universal, base area, plug, chug, answer. All the way down. And then you can add them on your paper here. I was afraid I wouldn't have enough room. And star it. Alrighty. I will see you tomorrow.
Snake. Would you hit it? All right. All right.
Why don't you try again? A little harder.
How's that? Ooh.